Hey, hey, hey!
Describe RCN in 3 words. Okay. Crazy, diverse,
Opportunistic.
you just said opportunistic, yeah.
Chaotic, unique, and also very open-hearted.
Weird, talented people, and I guess supportive people.
Roller coaster, opportunities, and chaos.
Busy, challenging, and life-changing.
I think I'll say hectic, fun, and a little bit stressful as well.
I'd say adventurous, hardworking people, and extraordinary.
Supportive, anxious, and probably just kind.
Wet. Deadlines.
Realistic.
Amazing.
Yeah, and for me it's friends, and friends.
Advice for future first years.
Oh, I was telling Hector this time, she said.
Where was that? Say the same as the 7th.
Hector.
Yeah, advice for future first years. Please research about the school. Don't focus on one perspective, like in order not to be biased. RCN is not utopic. There are going to be challenges and there are going to be struggles that you'll face, like regardless of what you've been through before. And there are going to be stuff that you don't know necessarily how to deal with yet. I'm sure you can definitely develop into a person that can deal with those things, but I think it's good to be aware that those challenges exist and you will face them inevitably. So reach out to second years or people who have experience here, ask them for a clear picture of what the school is so that you come really prepared to undertake this experience. And if you play basketball, bring a basketball.
Hey.
I will say come with an open mind. Everyone here is really nice, so just ask people for tea. It's not scary.
Bring a good umbrella. It's life-saving.
Not a black jacket. Not a black umbrella. It doesn't get stolen. A colorful one.
Good umbrella, a rain jacket, and the fear of missing out is a very real thing. Don't let it control you.
I would say prepare yourself for literally anything. Anything and everything. If it's small or large, because this place will hit you with challenges you never thought you would need to face in life. But you will get through them. You learn how to adapt to things fairly easily at this place, because you're surrounded by people that are going through the exact same thing. And also the feeling of wanting to give up becomes very real here. But let me tell you, as a second year who has been through just getting sent home in the middle of March, having a lot of more corona restricted, on us not being used to a lot of different things, you will get through them. And you will have people to talk to when you feel like giving up, and So you know you just gotta keep pushing through whatever hits you, I guess.
I think Hector said it very well about managing expectations and like what you expect to do here is you should come also with an open mind, be prepared that it may not be exactly how you expected. I mean that in a very positive way, that you'll experience many things you didn't expect to experience, but also some things that maybe weren't as great as you thought they were. So my best advice is to talk to someone actually from the school, like ideally last year or on campus now, or even someone the year before, because then you can get a much more realistic picture of how the school actually is in regards to maybe some of your own struggles or worries. So I think talking to, and also as Hector said, maybe talk to multiple people for different perspectives. No one experiences are the same. So I think just talking to people here is the best way to get a clear picture of what you can wait for when you come here.
Yeah, I would like to say that when you come here, to listen to your second years, but also I'd like to remind you to listen to yourself as well and don't let anyone else decide for you. Like choosing subjects or anything, like choosing EACs, anything, there will be a lot of opinions like, oh, you should do this, but like it's all based on their own perspective and like their own background. So if you come from a different background, it's not like the subject is going to be, it's not very necessarily that this subject is not going to be manageable for you, for example. So just like decide for yourself and like believe in your own thoughts.
I think another thing that really could help you here is figuring out what you want to continue from back home, because a lot of times also you miss something when you don't have it anymore. For example, I didn't bring my violin here last term and I really missed it and I missed playing, and this term I came back with a violin and now it has really helped me. So it just like figure out what you want to do here, because sometimes you just have to take something, a little thing, and just continuing here, or like, yeah.
I would say that you probably should try or be someone who is able to resist negative peer pressure, because like in this place there's a lot of situations where you could end up being like in a situation where you do not want to be, but you're just being there to look cool or just like fit in with like the community that we have here, and you end up in trouble with admin and you probably get sent back home and stuff. And I feel like stay true to yourself and like what you believe in, because yeah, it can be easily influenced in this space, and yeah, just stay true to yourself.
I'd say embrace the very low moments and the challenges, because they make the good moments seem so much better. And it's a natural part of it. UWC is not always high, and the low moments are moments of growth, moments of learning that you'll appreciate later. So don't necessarily try to combat them immediately, just like look at them, reflect upon it, and then use those to really enjoy the high and good moments even more.
I would say don't come here very academic, and especially in your first term. First term is really the point where you adapt to a new place and make new friends. And in term 2 you can get academic, but I think like term 1 is really for experiencing new stuff and like going out your comfort zone and not taking life too seriously, and definitely like not staying within the same friend groups. Like the people you spend time with on your first date won't necessarily be your friends the whole entire year. You may know them, but they may not be your best friends. So really like engage with everyone pretty much.
Yeah, but also don't take it for granted though.
Yeah.
Like don't just go around and like never do anything, and when your work grade comes and then you're like shocked. So.
The experience are not gonna come to you. Like, go and find them. That's I mean, you can only see experiences out there, but you're not gonna get it if you just sit in your room.
What is the food like on campus?
Do we all need to answer this one?
Let's move on. Okay.
I think that's
Not all of us need to give.
We can just give like what's a unanimous answer we can agree on?
Sometimes it can be really good. Some days it can be food that I would just give to the pigs.
Not even the
No,
pigs.
no,
Not even the pigs. I think it's bad for the pigs actually. No, some of the food is actually horrible, but
We appreciate it.
yeah, but we.
You go to school, you come
But
back.
as I'm, for example, as I'm a vegan, and the fact that people give me food here, I'm happy. None of the schools I have ever gone to have provided vegan food, and the fact that we have it here, like I can't like criticize it.
It is decent.
It is decent,
It's
yeah.
not bad.
But
Yeah,
also
we could
because
have been eating worse.
yeah, but this
We
school
got
also
3 meals
is.
a day. Sorry.
No, this school is very good at resourcing food for every person. Whatever it is, if you don't eat pork, if you don't eat meat, if you are vegetarian, if you're vegan, if you're lactose intolerant, if you're soy, whatever, right? Gluten free. Yeah. They adapt to every student, which is very impressive because we are 200 students. So
I mean, for me, like I have a very good experience with the food here. I am among the few people who never complains about like the food, and I think one thing when you're coming here, don't listen too much to the cloud out there, because a lot of people are just gonna say it's bad, and you're gonna come with a preconceived idea that the food is bad, and you'll feel like it tastes bad. The food tastes good for the people who want it to taste good. So come with an open mind and you can be shocked.
oh, also, if there are days, because obviously we all have different likings to food, but we are also very lucky to have our own like kitchen in each of the houses. So being able to make your own meals is very easy as well for the days where the food isn't very much to your liking.
What is your favorite RCN culture?
Culture is like a tradition.
Yeah, like a tradition.
Ooh.
Are we going in
Day room talks. Literally.
Are we starting with the snake or?
I guess we're starting with Anna. We can go this way.
The stage.
I was gonna say my favorite RCN tradition. That's difficult. I don't know. It's hard not to say day room talks too.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of my favorites. Or just getting to know each other by having tea with someone.
I was gonna say tea.
Coffee?
I mean, sometimes you gather with a group of friends and you just decide to cook together. I really like that. It's really fun.
I don't know if it's a tradition, but like the spontaneous room gatherings, and you just have like really deep conversations with each other that last for hours.
Yeah.
Swims in the fjord in literally any weather. With a lot of people is always fun.
The cafes.
Leaf.
Exactly.
Join Leaf, by the way.
Join Nature and Youth.
SOS.
I don't know if it's like, but it is a big part of culture, like events and those sort of things, like gas ball, yay.
I would say playing ping pong after dinner. It's so good. You just chill, play it, you know.
I guess I feel like everything's sort of been said, but I think the spontaneity in which things happen is always super fun. There's always, you can go around and something awesome is happening, you can join in on. So just, yeah. Sorry?
What has RCN taught you out of academics?
From academics or outside?
Outside of academics.
Outside.
Can I start with Hector anytime?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. I think RCN, like, I don't know if you know about the imposter syndrome, where you come to a place and you feel like everyone is just too good for you, like, you know, like you don't belong to the place in some kind of way. I think RCN is a typical place where you feel the imposter syndrome, because everyone here, or most people, are doing incredible things, and then they are doing tangible actions for their countries, they are doing tangible things in their own community, in their rooms, and you really feel like you feel pushed that you are capable of doing something too. And I think that's what RCN really taught me, being able to be around so many brilliant minds then kind of really made me believe in myself that I was also brilliant and I was able also to like impact people's life positively. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say I learned to not judge a book by its cover. Like at first I met some people and I thought they were not as nice. They were not as bad as I expected. But yeah, just talk to people, don't be scared, and you'll probably find the most amazing people you ever meet in your life here.
I would say time management. I think that's really important here because you can't plan for everything, but like managing the stuff that you can plan for, that's important. Keep a schedule.
I think being in such a challenging place like RCN, I think besides academics, it's definitely taught me to go deeper into who I am actually as a person. Because I obviously like me as a person just from back home is just one person, but then I'm suddenly open to so many other ideas and so many different aspects and certain things, and it makes me think about, okay, but what do I actually stand for, what do I actually believe in, and who am I actually as a person, and that's also part of evolving as a person at RCN, which I also think is very much important.
I think to expand a little bit on what Angel said, is that there are a lot of different people here, and they have a lot of different opinions and so on. So if you find someone who maybe doesn't share the exact same opinions of them, don't just judge them based off that. You can probably still get along with them in many other ways. And so you should sort of, instead of looking for negatives, I guess you could say, people look for the positives and what you could, and not in such a beneficial way, and you can say, what do I get out of being friends with this person, but sort of like, just think like, okay, this person is cool in some certain way. Think of why someone is cool in a way instead of why they're so bad. So,
yeah, I think the don't judge the book by its cover, it's really strong here, yeah, because like when you see a person, you don't know like what's behind them, but if you actually talk to them, like you get amazed and like, yeah, just the open-mindedness that you should, because I wasn't that open-minded to like talking with people that I think it won't be like beneficial to talk to, but it actually is. So there's a.
I think what I have learned is to be confident about the things I do, and about to feel comfortable with them, even if I fail, and even if it doesn't go the way I want it to, and be okay with failing at something, because that's how I learn. And yeah, I think the comfortableness and the confidence of the things.
Wow. You're going to sit stuff. Well, mine is not that deep. Arison taught me geography. Because like in school, in primary school, they only showed us the map, only South Africa, and like I didn't even know Lesotho was inside South Africa, because they just show like a pothole in the country, and they don't actually say that there's a country, they just like teach you the different provinces. And I didn't take geography in high school, so when I came here, everyone was like, I'm from this country, I'm from this country, I'm also from Africa. I'm like, okay. And like someone literally told me Costa Rica is in China. I was like, oh, sure, okay. Yeah, and then I set myself down and I'm like, wow, so many countries.
World's a big place.
The question was what we learned, what
Yeah.
our center taught us. Probably to like find happiness in the small things. It sounds very cliche, but there's so many things around you every day that are so amazing, that bring you so much joy. It's not always the big experiences that make the day a great day. It's the small things.
I think it's something that it taught me is to really experience like the EACs here, the extra activities. like back home it would be something that I have to do and something that is part of the requirement, but here I really find the joy in doing them, and they really stress on how like they both academics and extra academics are to your life and like your future. So I think like how they value extra academics here has really taught me how much I can learn from them just as much as from my subjects in IB. Okay, our last question is your favorite memory that you'll take away with you.
Oh no, that's a hard
Oh,
one.
So many.
I think anyone can go because I think we need a lot of time to think about this one.
Okay, I have actually, just last night, my roommate Ivan had his birthday. I think it was really wholesome because we were able to sort of connect in a new way I don't think we've really done before now. You can sort of, I think I learned, we had a long talk, and I think we learned a lot about sort of how other people think, in the sense that maybe you yourself don't think about them. It goes a bit with the don't judge a book by its cover before, is that just because someone maybe seems a certain way or something, what they could really be thinking or feeling can be very different. I feel like I sort of learned that a bit extra recently. I think it was very awesome experience. I think I learned a lot from it.
I don't have a favorite memory, but I have a lot of good ones. One of the good ones is it's Canadian being the first week of graduate. Respect.
It's weird to say, but my favorite memory of RCN wasn't during the normal RCN time, because I couldn't travel home because of coronavirus last year, and I was stuck on campus. And while a lot of people could think that that was the worst thing that could happen, I think my favorite time at RCN was the summer break, when I was there stuck on campus with my friends, because that's I really strengthened the bond that was between us, and then I just never felt tired of waking up and go and talk to the same people, the same group of friends every day. And yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite by far.
Mine is also from summer, because we're also stuck with him.
It's not that bad.
And I guess my favorite memory, one of my favorite memories, is we used to play basketball and behind the laundry room, and didn't really know how to play basketball, but this one day when everyone just went crazy, like zombies. Yeah, but yeah, I guess most of my memories, my favorite memories in this place are with my friends.
Little pro tip, you're definitely going to make enough memories that it's going to be hard to pick a favorite. I've got to go with, I'm in the EAC Outdoor Leadership, which you'll probably learn more about. It was one of our last trips last year, right before we had to go home because of the coronavirus, and we were out skiing, and it had been a long day of skiing. We get back to a cabin, we're off campus at this point, and it's just this group of 12, and we all decide kind of unanimously that we're tired of being teenagers who care too much about stuff, and so we proceed to have a snowball fight that turns into snowball making, that turns into tackling each other into the snow for a solid 2 hours, despite us all being exhausted after this day of skiing. And I will remember that fondly, and then going back to the cabin where it's nice, we've started a fire, we cook up dinner, and we all just fall asleep by 8 in the evening.
That's how our relationship goes though.
I think my favorite thing about RCN that I will take away with me is definitely the cantina talks. Because that's where you have the most insane conversations.
Same thread.
Yeah, it's a delusional conversation, your happiest conversation, your saddest conversations, your rage is in there and everything. And I don't think that's something that I'll get in university or wherever else I am in life later on, with such a diverse group, and you really don't know who you're going to sit with for the next meal. So I think that's something that I'll really miss.
I think for me would be skateboarding with my friends in summer and watching the sunset, and then rolling over the small hill and scratched my knee and almost died. I thought I broke my neck or something. And our rector came running with her dog and checked if I was dead or not. Yeah, so that was amazing.
I mean, obviously I'll remember like all of the like big events that we've had, but I think honestly a couple of these sunsets that we've had in the fjord, I don't really know where else I'm gonna get so beautiful sunsets. So we have an island here, and on the back side of it, it's a small dip where I often go to and just sit on a rock, and I just sit there and just watch the sunset, and it's really, really nice. And you just sit there alone with some music or with a couple of friends, and you just honestly relax for a second, which is really nice.
Has everyone gone?
Mom.
Can I mention the first year show?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think my favorite memory is first year show. Where like everyone is preparing so much for it and like coming together, supporting each other, like and the audience is so supportive to everyone, like, and a lot of people are participating, and it's just like the whole school brought together and like having fun. So yeah, I don't know, that's it. That's the best memory.
He was the star of the show, I guess.
So that's it, that's the questions that we got, and I hope they really helped you. And just keep in mind that these are our perspectives. They are very different from person to person, as you saw here. So it's just a glimpse for you guys, and hopefully that helped you in making your decisions or convincing you to come here more and preparing you. And don't have expectations, and that's something we'd all say.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Easy game.
That's
Put this in at the beginning of the
Yeah.
video.
What is this?
It's an RCN culture.
I want to say also EACs are like extracurricular like activities you do.
Yes.
I don't know if I know that.
And for those that don't know, RCN stands for Rest Corridor. Yes.
And UWC stands for United World.
Rest Nordic.
Thank you guys.
Nice.
Subscribe to my channel as well.
Va tu fiesta ni Gaston